So, I guess it's time to talk about the FBI SCUM. Now, the President of the United States needs to understand that during the 1980s and during the 1990s, the massive banking swindles and crimes in Texas were off the rails, completely off the rails, off the hook, off the chain, if you will. Massive, unbelievable bank swindles and real estate schemes and real estate scams in Houston, Dallas, San Antonio, Austin, Conroe. Let's not forget good old Conroe, Texas. You see, folks, the reality of America's financial looting is so beyond belief. How could I put it here? America's financial rape. Years and years and years ago, I called it a financial coup d'etat. A financial coup d'etat, and people like Catherine Austin Fitts borrowed that term from good old Judson. So when we talk about FBI SCUM, let's not ever forget the reality of missing trillions. Now, currently, at this point in my life, I've laid it on J.P. Morgan Chase and Credit Suisse and Deutsche Bank. Oh, God, Deutsche Bank been laundering money like, oh, my God, along with Wells Fargo and Citibank and Taylor, Bean and Whitaker, Superior Bank with Lee Farkas, and of course you've got all these predatory mortgages and predatory foreclosures. It's all based and it's all rooted in these real estate swindles and schemes. Now, to the director of the FBI, Christopher Wray, and you know, Don Trump wants to talk about the top echelon of FBI being scum. Let's talk about the FBI office in Houston, Texas, that covered up the fact that the Western Banks was run by an FBI agent. Oh, Harold Blackshear from the Western Banks. This is going directly to Judge Lee Rosenthal and Judge Lynn Hughes and Judge McKeithen, Stephen McKeithen. Let's talk about this Judge Sadler, old Barb Sadler, and my old friend. There's an old buddy of mine down there to Conroe. He's an attorney in private practice today. His name is Daniel Rice. And Dan Rice knows Nelda Luce Radabow, the debutante of the Woodlands Township there, the heir to the Luce fortune. The Luce real estate fortune, Nelda Luce Radabow Blair. And Judge Reuben, no, he wasn't a judge, he was a Senator Reuben Hope, and Judge Michael Mays. Let's talk about the FBI and how they covered up all those banking swindles in Texas, particularly the Western Bank. Now, there was a fascinating piece of history directly tied to many thousands of totally illegal land developments all over Texas. Let me say that again. Thousands and thousands of totally illegal land developments all over Texas. And that's to my county commissioner there at 4th Precinct, Bob Bagley, and the current sheriff of Montgomery County, and the current district attorney for Montgomery County, and the current county attorney for Montgomery County, Texas. Thousands and thousands of illegal subdivisions, land developments all over Texas, and tens of thousands more all over the United States. Christopher Wray, the director, you know, that top echelon of the FBI. Let's have a discussion with Donald Trump about all these illegal land developments and banking swindles and predatory foreclosures and predatory mortgages and all this other robo-signing and all this securitization of these hundreds of billions, even trillions in real estate schemes and real estate scams. That would go to the current director of the FBI, Christopher Wray. And let's not forget William Barr, the Attorney General of the United States, Donald John Trump. Now, some people, they kind of think that I'm just kidding around and fooling and playing games with these videos. But there's people who know me very well that realize that no, old Judson Witham is not playing a game here. And when you look at the $16 trillion bailout of the banks and the savings and loans during the Barack Obama administration, during Holder's tenure, during Loretta Lynch's tenure at Justice Department, you quickly begin to understand that this is a giant, massive fiasco that the scum at the FBI has kept a lid on. Now, is there a cover-up going on and a whitewash? And the answer is very definitely. Now, then all the links, all the information, everything you can possibly imagine that lays out this story is connected below. And in final analysis, and as a parting shot, the paper land con, the great Texas bank job. Let's see, America Looted Stupid. And one of my favorite series that I've been writing about for decades is the Toxic Zombie Developments. That's where this story gets deeply, deeply, deeply rooted into vast amounts of corruption that'll absolutely blow your minds. So to Donald J. Trump, and his comments about the scum at the FBI. Well, Mr. Trump, I've been referring to that for decades. You've got a corruption at FBI that is absolutely mind-bending. Folks, I'm going to leave it right there, and as always, hasta la vista, God bless, and you betcha, we're coming back.